Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lauren if you're new here, and if you're not new, thank you for coming back in 2024. I appreciate you. Ritzy is also here co-hosting, so he will be giving his opinion on things as well. Now, today we are going to be talking about my 2024 project pan, if I'm going to do it differently than how I did it last year, the items I picked and why, and that's kind of it. So pretty similar to my project pan last year, I'm going to do my project pan in like a 6-month increment, not an entire year because I would get so bored, but I'm going to do it over 6 months. Now, last year I did at the 3-month point kind of trade some stuff in and out, and part of the reason why I did that was I either had decided I didn't like the product or I had finished the product and needed to add some more in. So I'll probably do that again this year, but it depends on how well I do with these items. Now, I will say I kept track of every single time I used every single item in my project pan. That was kind of an inspiration from somebody that I follow here, Lily. She is an epic panner. Like, she pans eyeshadows. Who does that? So definitely check out her channel because she's amazing. But I don't necessarily need to finish something. I just want to get a better understanding as to if I like it, if I want to keep it in my collection, if it deserves to be here, or if it needs to go away. So the way that I picked these items is kind of based off that. I just needed to remember, do I like them? Do I need to keep them? Should I let them go? Some I would like to finish. Definitely would love to finish some of them, but that's really hard. It's really hard, especially when you're testing out a bunch of other products at the same time. Typically, I just kind of do my face in the morning, or I'll do it on camera, and then that'll be it for the day. I'm not doing multiple looks in one day. First of all, that hurts my skin. So shout out to the creators that actually do that, but I don't have time either. I work a full-time job. I wish this was my full-time job. Maybe one day, not today. And it would be great to see the bottom of some of these products, but I don't know if that's possible. You know, some people are pretty heavy-handed when they use their makeup. I am not. I'm pretty light and pretty gentle with my makeup, so it does take a lot of effort for me to finish something. Plus, I get bored. I like to change up my makeup. That's why I love a good project pan, because sticking to something and being that dedicated to a handful of products, well, more than a handful, but being dedicated and actually really making a dent and getting your money's worth, that's what I want. I want that. So let's just get into, let's just get into the items that I chose, and I'll talk a little bit about why I chose them. And we have quite a few to get through. We've got this, we've got a couple palettes that I'll talk about. So let's get into this. Okay, let's first start with primers. I think that's a good place to start. We've got 3. Now, primers were the one thing that I went through at a consistent rate at my last project pan. Like, I finished them. It was very exciting. So I have 3 primers this time. Let's talk about the tiniest first, because I know this one will be easy, but it's getting old and I just want to finish it. Now, this is from Guerlain. This is the Essence d'Eclat à la Pure Radiance Concentrate with gold. My God, it's a mouthful. I actually have a full size of this. I know. Why isn't the full size in here? Well, the full size isn't open. So in order to open that one, I need to finish this guy. This was a free sample. So you're like, why is it in there? But you know, I still want to use it. I still really like this product. I know I like this one. I just want to finish this one. That's what that one's for. Next, we have the Freck Rich Bitch. Can I say that? The Freck Rich Bitch Protect and Prime Serum. Serum base plus protection. Oh God, the mouthful of these names, I swear. Basically, this is a primer, but it is very weird. It's got the weirdest consistency. It's kind of sticky. It's kind of gloopy. It's a bit odd, but it works well as a primer. Completely forgot I had it. Completely forgot. So I would like to use this because there's a lot in here. This is, wow, 1 full ounce. So it's got quite a bit of product in here. I'd like to use it. Then we have the Stila One Step Correct Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Primer. I bought this because I thought it looked cool. I still think it looks cool. I'm pretty sure I used it like once and then it's just been sitting in my drawer. So I have no recollection as to if I like this product, if it does a good job, if it primes my face. I'm definitely a person that likes a primer. So there are primers that work great. There are some that do nothing. So I'm curious to see what this one does. I might need to do a little bit of a sniff test on this one. Smells fine. I think it's fine. But those are the 3 primers that are going to be in my project pan. Now on to foundations. So I have 3 different foundations. The first one is from Dior. This is the Forever Natural Nude. I have mine in 1.5N. For some reason, I thought this one was really old. And I think this is the old version. I think they reformulated this one. And I have the reformulation. I'm pretty sure this is the old one. Either way, I kind of saw the lettering is starting to wear off a little bit. And I love Dior foundation. It's one of my favorite brands for foundations. It's also one of the only brands that I've actually finished a foundation in. So I wanted to give it a shot and see how much of a dent I can make in this one. I actually have a couple Dior primers. And what's crazy is that there's like a visible dent in them. Like that's how much I love them. I reach for them all the time. So I'd like to do the same for this. So we're gonna see what we can do. Next up, I picked this one because this is a goal for me to finish and I think it's achievable. This is the Makeup Forever HD Skin in 1N06. It's the travel size. I absolutely love that they made a travel size. This one I know I like, but I just want to finish it. I just want to finish it. It's a little bit heavy and it's a little bit drying for me in winter. So I do normally have to mix it in with some sort of kind of moisturizing, illuminating product so that it's a little bit thinner on my skin. I like it more in the summer. So why didn't I choose it for the summer? Yeah, it's a good product. It's a good product. I just have to mix it with something in the winter, which I'm more than happy to do because there's something I can mix it with in my project pan this time. But that's on there. And as you can see that there is quite a bit that's been used. I mean, quite a bit for a mini size that's been used. So we're just gonna keep going with this one. Next up, we have the Patrick Ta Cream Foundation and Finishing Powder Duo. I have mine in the color Fair 4. The packaging gets so dirty, so dirty. So when I tried this product originally, I really actually liked the foundation. I did not like the setting powder. And I probably will continue to not use the setting powder because I just don't care about it. But I think honestly, I'll be able to get through this foundation. I'm curious to see how it's gonna work in winter. Is my skin gonna be too dry? I'm not sure. If my skin is really dry, then we're probably gonna see the Dior being used quite a bit. But I honestly don't remember. I just haven't used it in so long. I keep seeing this one pop up in people's declutter videos, as in they're getting rid of it. And I need to revisit it to remember what I think, because I remember liking it. I do. But I don't know if I still like it, because I just don't remember. Yeah, again, the setting powder, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another chance. I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling that generous, but we will see. But this guy is also my project pan. We only have one concealer. That is from Charlotte Tilbury. This is their, I think it's something like Correct and Perfect, maybe? Something like that. Something like that. But it's this tiny little guy. I have mine in one Fair. It's a little pot guy. I do really like this concealer. I've had it for a while. I just want to finish this one. It smells fine. I used it today. It felt fine. Some of these products are a little older, so I'm going to be using them for a few days in a row just to make sure they don't freak out my skin. And if my skin does freak out, then I'll know who to blame. I think it's okay. I do. I used it today. No weird itching or anything, you know, no blotchy spots. But we're going to see. I mean, you think this would be easy to hit the bottom of, but I've had it for over a year and I have not seen the bottom. And partly that's because it's so small, it gets lost in all my products. But that's why I wanted to bring it to light, you know, get some use out of it. Charlotte Tilbury is expensive. I don't remember how much this little guy is, but it's probably like 40 bucks or something like that. Now I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna look and I'm gonna tell you how much it is. That was it for concealers. So the brightening illuminator, whatever they call it, that I chose for my project pan is from Fenty. This is the Eavesdrop Lit All Over Glow Enhancer. They all have different names, but basically what I use them for is I mix them in with my foundations. Some people say you can use them independently as a highlighter. For the most part, I find them to be a little bit too sheer for what I like as just a standalone highlighter. I love mixing in products like this though with a drier foundation. I love using these in mixers. I included one because I have a couple drier foundations, and if I was gonna have issues with them, I think this will save it. Also, no idea if I like it. No idea. Don't remember this product. Found it in my drawer. I was like, oh yeah, I was gonna use that, right? Haven't used it, so we will be using it. 2 setting powders. One, we have another product from Makeup Forever. This is the HD Skin Twist and Light in the color Light. And it's the one that has a couple different compartments, and the whole shtick of this is you kind of twist the bottom, it releases the product gets mixed up in there, and then you put it on your face. It's a lot of steps. It is, I don't know, I wanted to like it. I don't think I don't like it, but I don't know if I do like it. So we need to revisit this product. When I saw it launch, was so excited. I thought it was the coolest thing. Like, and I still do think it's a pretty cool concept. I will say that this powder is pretty shimmery though. Like I can see it here. I can see it on the lid. It's got some shimmer. So I'll be curious to see how often I pull it out. But I just don't remember if I like it. We have one other setting powder, and Chanel. We've got the Le Beige Healthy Glow Luminous Color in Light. Okay, so let me show you this color. First of all, I am going to throw this away. I do not use this brush. I just don't. This is the color in Light. It looks dark, doesn't it? It's not. It's okay. It's not too dark. But it's also kind of shimmery. It's got like a very pretty sheen to it. And I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. I honestly, every time I pull it out, I look at it and I put it away because I'm like, why does it look so dark? It's Chanel though. I don't want to get rid of Chanel. So we're gonna try to get some use out of it. I'm gonna throw this stupid brush away because I just don't use it. Oh, there's gotta be something to use with this brush. I don't know. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. So those are the 2 setting powders that are in my project pan this time. Bronzer, yeah, let's do bronzer. We have 2 bronzers. We have a cream and we have a powder. For the powder, I chose the GloWish by Huda Beauty. This is in the color 2 medium. I don't know. I find it really hard to get out of this component. I thought it was so cute when I first saw it, and then I realized that it's a little bit impractical. It's not great. I don't love it. And I find the product kind of hard to pick up. Like, you probably see it on my finger, but I find it really hard to pick up with a brush. And I don't find it to be very visible on my skin from what I remember. And again, that's what I remember. I could be wrong. I probably just wasn't giving it a real shot. So that is why this guy is in my product pan. This one, we've got a weird mix of like super luxury and like more mid-range. But I did include quite a bit of luxury in this one. This is Westman Atelier. This is their, what do they call this? Face Trace Contour Stick in the color Biscuit. This guy is just one of those guys that gets lost in my collection. And I remember the couple times that I've used it, I wasn't sure if I loved it. I thought it kind of sheared out too much for my personal liking. But I could have been imagining things. I don't know. It's possible. But I wanted to revisit it to see, do I like it? Do I like Westman Atelier, or am I just drawn in by the fancy packaging? I don't know, but let's find out. We have 3 blushes. First up, we have one from MAC. This is their Glow Play brush in Cheeky Devil. It's their like weird kind of bouncy formula. It's like putty. It's putty formula. I always find this formula a little bit harder to work with. I think it's weird, but I used it today and I was like, that's such a pretty color. I need to pull that out more. So I'm going to in my project pan. This is one that I'm hoping to get some traction on, at least level it out so it's flat, won't have that little bump anymore. But we'll see. We'll see how often I use this. I have one from Pat McGrath. This is the Skin Fetish Divine Blush Duo in Paradise Glow. I don't know if this is my color. We're just gonna say it. I don't know if this is my color, so I want to use it to find out if it's my color. I think because it's a darker color, it might work better in the winter, but we will see. I've used it like once, maybe not even. I don't know. I think it's intimidating to me because of the color. Because I'm like, I see it and I'm like, it's too dark for me. That's not gonna work. But I don't actually know. So we gotta try. Ooh, okay. I don't know the name of this because it's not on the packaging. I'll find it. I'll put it on the screen. This is from Kaleidos. This is, you know, that bright pink color that everyone loves? Kaleidos came out with one. I really like this formula. I do like the packaging. It's just frustrating to not have the name of the product on the packaging. But you know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty luxurious. And I like their blushes a lot. I never use this. I have so many blushes of this color, and I tend to reach for the other ones. This doesn't fit super well in my collection because it's so kind of like bulky. I have like 6 of them, and they just kind of get hidden. One of the times, Kaleidos launched a collection. I got the whole collection, including the little chest drawers that it came with, and I forget to look in there all the time. This was in there. I need to use this. Highlighters. Ooh, okay, highlighters. This is fun. So first off, I chose the ColourPop Pressed Powder Highlighter in Cold One. I forgot how much I loved this highlighter until I used it today. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't use that in my project pan. But I know if I don't put it in my project pan, it's just gonna get lost. Like, I'm not gonna find it. So it's in my project pan. I'm excited. I feel like this one I'm actually gonna get quite a bit of use out of. It's so pretty. I'm just really into icy highlighters lately, and this is icy. Okay. No one ever talks about this product. This is from Kevyn Aucoin. This is the Glass Glow Face in Pixie Dream. Oh, it's such a cool product. It's so pretty. The only problem that I have is it doesn't dry down. So your face is sticky, and I don't think anyone likes having a sticky face. So the reason I wanted to pull this out, it's kind of given it its last chance. I wanted to see if any of my setting sprays would work to hold this in place, to make sure that my hair didn't keep getting stuck in the product. It's so pretty. I just want it to be perfect. It just does not dry down. So we need to try it again. We need to see. Did I imagine that? Can I fix it? I don't know, but we're gonna try. Okay. I have not used this one. That is why it's in here. This is from Odin's Eye, okay? This is, what is this called? A mesmerizer? Web of Destiny? Who knows what the name is? I don't even think they sell it anymore. It was limited edition. It still has the plastic on it. It's just hard for me to want to ruin this. So pretty. But I'm gonna touching it now. Ooh. Okay, that's pretty. I don't know if you can see that. I think it's gonna be pretty. Okay, I want to use it. I bought it. It smells beautiful. It smells like powder. It smells great. Okay, I need to use it. I can't just look at it. Like, I can't just, I'm not a dragon with my like hoard of makeup, like shifting through it all the time. Actually, I am. I do that all the time. I love to touch my makeup, but I also want to use it, right? I want to get my money's worth. So they had a couple other ones in this collection that also were just this beautiful marbling, and the colors I just didn't think I would reach for enough. This one, I think I'll reach for more since it's a pinky gold. Love a pink, love a gold. The other one had like a blue tint, and then the other one had a purple tint, which I loved, but I just think for my project pan, I'll get the most use out of this one. So those are the blushes. Highlighters. Those are the highlighters and blushes. Okay, let's see. I do have one face palette. It's another item for Pat McGrath. It's this guy. This is the Blushing Delights Blush and Highlighter, whatever. It came with the Bridgerton collection. I like these products. I think the packaging could have been better. It is just, it's cheap. I'm not quite sure. Is it supposed to look like a box of candies? Because I feel like they could have done it better. They could have done it better. But I want to use it. I just don't use it. I don't, look at this packaging. It's bulky AF, so I don't reach for it. It's hidden away in one of my drawers. But yeah, we're going to see if we use it. I think, is it leaking a little bit? It's just cardboard packaging. This was expensive too. I don't know. It was a choice that was made that I just don't know if I would have personally chosen. Okay, so we have quite a few eye products. I decided I really wanted to pull out some of my singles because my potted singles, sometimes they get neglected, sometimes, because they can be a little harder to use depending on what they are. So the first one I picked is from Rituel de Fille. This is their Celestial Fear Celestial Sphere highlight eye set. Okay. Now, they have two different kinds of eye sets. This is definitely an older one. This one is more slippy. It's a bit more creamy. They have a dry one that works for my eyes perfectly. This one, I'm worried that I'm not gonna get to work for me because I have very greasy, just oily eyelids. Like they don't allow things to adhere very well. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I can use to make this stick to my eyes because I think it's just gonna come off throughout the day and not in a great, pretty way. It's gonna look patchy. So I don't want that, but I'm afraid that's what it's gonna be. And if it is, then I need to get rid of it because it's not gonna work for me, unfortunately. It's so pretty though. This color, I just lusted after this color. Now again, Rituel de Fille has, oh, there's a fuzz. Okay, that's from today. I just opened it and the fuzz wasn't there before. My fuzz. Rituel de Fille has, again, they redid the packaging, which is good because this packaging is a little inconvenient, but they also have an eye soot that is just much more powdery and it's so pretty. And I love Rituel de Fille. So I like putting something from Rituel de Fille in my declutter every time to make sure that I'm using it consistently. Even though I've been obsessed with their mascara, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. You should check out their mascara if you haven't. But yeah, it's just pretty. I want it to work for me. It might not. We're going to figure it out. Or we're not, and then we're going to get rid of it. Okay, so if you love indie brands, you may be familiar with this brand. Chances are you're not. This is a very niche brand. Very small, very tiny, very popular in certain communities, but not mainstream in any way. And I'm gonna butcher their name. I believe it's Fyrinnae. We're gonna put it up here on the screen so you can take a look. But they come out with some of the most beautiful loose eyeshadows. Now, loose eyeshadows are difficult, okay? You can't use them if you're, you need to run out the door. They take more work than that. Typically, there's some fallout associated with them as well. They can be difficult to work with, which is why they've been neglected in my collection. But I've decided to pull them out again, and I'm going to show you the three that I chose. So first up is Shenanigans, which is on my eyes, which is basic color. So I'm like, this one will be easy to use, okay? It's basic, it's pretty. It's got some like dark blue shimmer in it, which you probably can't really see. It's hard to see, but it's just so pretty and it's so soft. It's fantastic. Next we have Digital Fairy. I just remember seeing this online and being like, that is gorgeous, and then never using it. So I want to incorporate this into my looks more. I mean, I can totally combine the two of these guys super easy. So yeah, we're gonna try. Now, this one might be a little bit difficult. This is Brocade. I can't open it because it's loose, but it is this dark kind of, it's like a little bit murky green. It's a little bit different, it's just very unique. This is like a full size, so this thing is full. So I'm not sure how much of a dent I'll be able to make. They come in like different sizes. These are only like about half full, so I think I'll be able to get through these. This I just want to use. It's pretty. I want to use it. I also chose two eyeshadow palettes just for the heck of it. This one has been on the chopping block for a while because it's old. I don't reach for it. I don't have any recollection of if it's good, but I hang on to it for kind of nostalgia a little bit and just because it's a very pretty color story. And that is the Lime Crane Venus XL number 2. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't reach for it. I sniffed it. It's fine. It's old, but it smells okay. Some of these colors I hate. Some of them are just very, very sheer, which is not my style. Some of them, like Ivy, are just surprisingly good. It's kind of a mixed bag, and I don't remember which is which. I only remember Ivy because I swatched it today. But it's got some darks. I think I can do a lot with this palette, but I just don't use it. And it's at that point where I'm going to be doing a full collection declutter middle of this year. and I need to know if I like it, if I'm gonna have any regrets if I give it up, because I'm not the type of person to get rid of something just to get rid of it. If I want it, if I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna keep it in my collection, but I need to know. I need to use it to figure that out. Haunted Pumpkin from Give Me Glow. Oh, I just forget about this one all the time. So this one, I think it came out during the pandemic, and they had some issues with production and getting it out on time like every other company did. So it missed Halloween. It came out after Halloween, which is a bummer because it's such a pretty Halloween palette. But Give Me Glow, I talk about it all the time. Fantastic formula, great brand. I love them. I don't pull this out ever over any of their other palettes. I typically don't pull this one out, and I would like to. That's it. I want to give it more use. Last project pan, we had a palette from Sydney Grace, and it just, using that palette more and more just really helped me appreciate the brand more, because I've always loved the brand, but you know, when you're dealing with stuff that's just pleasant and fun to work with, it just gives you a better appreciation of the brand. So that's why I pulled out my least loved Give Me Glow, because I want to love it more. Okay, I said I wasn't going to do lip products. I have 3 lip products, okay? For various reasons, all over the place. The first one I have is from MAC. This is their Glow Play. What do they call this? I don't even know. Lip balm in the color Sweet Treat. It's kind of a nude. I was obsessed with these for the longest time. They're great. They're fantastic. It's a great formula. It feels great on the lips. So I'm like, I can use this, okay? I can use this more. So that's why I picked like one neutral that I'm like, I'm gonna put it in my purse. I'm gonna use it more. So we'll see. Then I picked one not so neutral. So this is from Fenty Beauty. This is their Poutsicles in My Type. This is in this color. So it's like a reddy pink. It's pink. This one's the pink one. I can't see. So these are lip stains. I really enjoy these, and I forget I have them. Do not reach for them. I just forget I have it. This was the color that I was obsessed with when it first launched. I wore it all the time. It was so pretty. And then, you know, my brain is just like, move on to the next. I don't want to move on to the next. I want to use this. So we're going to see how many times a bright pink comes into play in winter. Interesting choices. I made some weird choices with this, didn't I? It's okay. It's okay. The last one. This is another weird choice. This is from Guerlain. This is their Kiss Kiss Lip. I want to say it's a balm. And it's in the color 574 Orange. I don't know if I like orange lipstick or blush. I like orange eyeshadow. I'm not quite sure about the other two. So that is why this one, which cool packaging, right? Cool looking product. Look at that. It's a little heart. It's adorable. It's very much like a bright orange. It's on my lips right now. I think it's probably faded a little bit from all this talking. You can sheer it out. It doesn't have to go on like neon, but it can. It can go on very bright. It's very hydrating. It feels good on the lips. I just don't know if this is a color that works for me. I just really don't. I don't know if it's a color that I'm gonna like. So again, same with everything else. I want to use it so I know if I like it, or if I can very clearly say, this is not the product for me. I put it on today when I was considering what to pull for my project pan. And I was like, I'm going to put it on. I'm going to hate it. I'm going to just be like, okay, I just need to throw it away. It's not for me. But then I liked it. I did. I liked it. So I don't know what's happening in my brain today. It's like 7 o'clock at night and I'm drinking coffee. That's where I'm at today. But I was surprised that I liked it. I liked how it felt on my lips, and I wanted to give it a chance because again, it's Guerlain. Guerlain makes great lip products, and they make a lot of good products. they really do. They're very pricey though, and this is just so cute. So I'm like, okay, let's give it a chance. Let's see how it does. Let's see if we can, I don't know, use it a little bit. I would like to use it a little bit, and that's it. Those are all the products in my project pan. There's a lot this time. There's definitely more than we had last time because I just wanted to give myself more of a challenge. I wanted to make project panning more of a priority in the beginning of the year, especially when there's a lot less launches coming out. Things slow down just a little bit after the holidays. So I can't see myself trying out a whole bunch of new makeup. There are certain categories that I don't need any more of. Well, that's every category. There are certain categories that I'm just not buying anything in right now. And so I need to use what I have so I can justify buying something. But yeah, those are the items that you will be seeing every month in my project pan. I will be giving you updates as to how many times I use every single item, and I will be kind of mapping out my progression as well. I have an Excel spreadsheet where I track all that fun stuff, and I'll just be giving you monthly updates. That's gonna be it from me today. I hope you're all having an amazing start to your 2024. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!